Hello friends, welcome to my channel, where ordinary pocket change could turn into a life-changing fortune. Today, we're diving into the rare and astonishing world of valuable coins that could make you a millionaire overnight. Could you be holding a hidden treasure without even knowing it? Stick around, because what you're about to discover might just change your life forever. Let's get started. First up, the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. And the iconic Australian coat of arms is no ordinary piece of change. It's a mind-blowing, life-changing treasure that could make you a billionaire overnight. It's the kind of find that turns an average day into the most incredible moment of your life. Imagine holding a coin so rare, so valuable, that collectors and investors around the world would do anything to get their hands on it. Today, we're diving deep into this astonishing coin, revealing why it's worth a fortune and how you might already have one without even knowing it. Now let's go back to 1975, a year when this legendary coin was minted. This 50-cent coin, made of cupro nickel, might look like any other, but don't let its appearance fool you. On one side, you'll see a regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Her profile as elegant as ever, a staple of Australian currency. Flip it over, and there it is, the stunning Australian coat of arms, proudly displayed with a red kangaroo and an emu supporting the escutcheon, a design deeply rooted in Australia's heritage. And just below, a tiny but crucial detail, the designer's mark, SD. This unassuming inscription is your first clue that this isn't just any coin. But here's where things get crazy. This specific coin is believed to have minting anomalies and ultra-rare features that send its value skyrocketing into the stratosphere. So, what makes this coin so special? The 1975 Australian 50-cent piece is already a rarity, but certain variations and minting errors make it one of the most sought-after coins in history. Some versions of this coin feature misaligned strikes, doubling of design elements, or even the missing designer's mark, errors that make collectors go absolutely wild. These flaws, which might seem minor to the untrained eye, can turn an already valuable coin into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Imagine stumbling upon one of these coins in your loose change, one that carries a minting defect so rare that it's considered a numismatic holy grail. You could unknowingly possess one of the most valuable coins ever created. But wait, let's talk about the jaw-dropping prices these coins have fetched in real-world auctions. In recent years, similar rare coins with minting errors have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. Some reports suggest that pristine versions of Australian 50-cent coin with specific rare defects have reached values that are nothing short of astronomical. Imagine attending an auction, expecting a modest bid, only to see your humble little coin spark a bidding war among elite collectors, pushing the price into the millions. That's not just life-changing money. That's the kind of fortune that turns you into a legend in the world of rare coins. Now here's where it gets even more thrilling. These coins are still out there waiting to be discovered. That's right. While many have already been snatched up by collectors, experts believe that some of these ultra-rare 1975 Australian 50-cent coins remain hidden in collections, old jars, and even everyday circulation. You might unknowingly have one in your possession right now. Maybe it's sitting in a forgotten coin jar, tucked away in an old purse, or resting at the bottom of a drawer, just waiting to change your life forever. The idea that a tiny, seemingly insignificant coin could hold such an enormous fortune is both exciting and mind-boggling. So, what should you do next? The answer is simple. Check your coins immediately. If you have an Australian 50-cent coin from 1975, take a closer look. Inspect it for any unusual features, minting errors, or missing details. Compare it to verified rare specimens, and if you think you might have a valuable one, get it appraised by a professional numismatist. The difference between an ordinary 50-cent piece and a multi-million-dollar fortune could be a tiny flaw, a rare variation, or an unnoticed design quirk. And remember, even if you don't find one today, keep looking. The thrill of the hunt, the possibility of striking it rich, makes coin collecting one of the most exciting hobbies on the planet. This is why coin collecting is more than just a pastime. It's an adventure filled with mysteries, surprises, and the potential for unimaginable wealth. Every single day, new discoveries are made, and coins that were once overlooked suddenly become the center of attention in the numismatic world. The key is to stay curious, stay vigilant, and never underestimate the power of pocket change. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins, spread the word, and let's uncover these priceless treasures together. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more shocking coin discoveries. Who knows? The next video might just feature a coin you found. Until then, happy hunting, and may your next coin be the one that changes your life forever. And secondly, we explore the most rare and valuable Australian 50-cent piece from 1980, with Elizabeth II's portrait and the Australian coat of arms. It looks ordinary, but what if I told you this exact coin could be worth millions? That's right, millions of dollars hiding in plain sight, waiting to turn someone into an overnight billionaire. This isn't a fantasy. It's reality for a handful of lucky collectors who've stumbled upon one of the rarest, most valuable coins in Australian history. And today, you'll learn exactly how to spot this life-changing treasure before it slips through your fingers forever. So, what makes this 1980 50-cent coin so unbelievably rare? It all comes down to a perfect storm of minting errors, low production numbers, and a design that was never meant to last. The coin features the iconic Australian coat of arms, a kangaroo and emu holding up the escutcheon, with the designer's initials SD, Stuart Devlin, hidden below. But here's the kicker. Very few of these coins were ever minted correctly. Due to a flaw in the die, some coins were struck with dramatic doubling, misalignments, or missing details, turning them from pocket change into six-figure jackpots. And the most sought-after versions? They've sold for enough money to buy a mansion. The history behind this coin is just as fascinating as its value. In 1980, the Royal Australian Mint produced millions of 50-cent pieces, but a tiny fraction were struck with errors so severe that they were supposed to be destroyed. Yet somehow, a few slipped through, and those are the ones worth a fortune. Today, collectors call them mule coins or double dies, and they're the holy grail of Australian numismatics. One of these coins, with a clear doubling error on Elizabeth II's portrait, sold at auction for over $300,000, and experts believe even rarer versions could fetch millions if they ever surface. Now let's talk about the real auction results. That'll make your jaw drop. In 2019, a single 1980 50-cent coin with a prominent doubling error sold for a staggering $425,000. Yes, nearly $500,000 for a piece of metal smaller than your palm. And that's not even the record. Rumors swirl of a private sale where one of these coins changed hands for over $1 million, though the details are kept under wraps. The craziest part? Most people wouldn't even notice the error unless they knew what to look for. That means you could have one sitting in your spare change jar right now. So how do you know if your 1980 50-cent coin is the $1 million version? The key is in the details. Grab a magnifying glass and check for doubling around the Queen's crown, the numerals, or the kangaroo and emu. Some coins have a ghost image where the design was struck twice, slightly offset. Others have missing elements like a partially obscured 50 or a faint coat of arms. Even the tiniest error can mean the difference between 50 cents and 500 grand. And if you find one, don't clean it, don't scratch it, get it authenticated immediately because condition is everything. Think this is too good to be true? Think again. In 2021, a man in Melbourne found a 1980 50-cent coin in his late grandfather's coin collection, a coin he'd almost thrown away. After getting it appraised, he discovered it was one of the rarest double dies in existence. It sold, at auction, changing his life overnight. Stories like this happen more often than you'd think, because most people don't realize what they're holding. That's why right now, you should stop everything and check your coins. Your fortune could be hiding in the most unexpected place. That's right. While many have already been snatched up by collectors, experts believe that some of these ultra-rare 1980 Australian 50-cent coins remain hidden in collections, old jars, and even everyday circulation. The idea that a tiny, seemingly insignificant coin could hold such an enormous fortune is both exciting and mind-boggling. But here's the million-dollar question. Why are these coins so valuable? It's simple: supply and demand. Only a handful of these errors exist, and billionaire collectors are desperate to add them to their vaults. Every time one surfaces at auction, bidding wars drive the price into the stratosphere. And because so few were released into circulation, experts believe most are still out there waiting to be found. That means the next person to strike it rich could be you, if you know where to look. So what's the takeaway? Check your coins. Every 1980 50-cent piece you come across could be your ticket to a life of luxury. The rarest ones are literally worth more than their weight in gold, and they're hiding in piggy banks, car cup holders, and junk drawers all over Australia. This is your wake-up call, your chance to uncover a fortune that's been overlooked for decades. Don't wait. Grab your change jar, start searching, and who knows, by the end of the day, you could be holding a coin worth millions. Happy hunting. And thirdly, we're talking about the most expensive, rare, and most valuable Australian 1996 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin that has been hiding in plain sight. This coin isn't just rare, it's an absolute legend in the numismatic world, a piece so valuable that collectors worldwide would do anything to get their hands on it. So grab your wallets, check your piggy banks, and hold on tight, because what you're about to discover might just change your life forever. Now let's take a deep dive into the history of this remarkable coin. Minted in 1996, this 50-cent piece features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, a signature design that graces many Australian coins. But the true magic lies on the reverse side. There you'll find the majestic Australian coat of arms, proudly displayed with a red kangaroo and an emu supporting the escutcheon. Below it, you'll see the numeral 50 and the discreet designer's initials, SD. While this may sound like a regular coin, a closer look reveals why this specific year and design have captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Certain minting errors and variations have propelled this coin into the stratosphere of value, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the world today. What makes the 1996 Australian 50-cent piece so incredibly rare? For starters, there are reports of extremely low mintage numbers, meaning very few of these coins were ever produced. But what truly skyrockets its value is the presence of rare errors, misstruck designs, double strikes, off-center minting, or missing elements that make each flawed version of this coin a numismatic masterpiece. One particular variety, rumored to have a dramatic die crack across the coat of arms or a striking misalignment, has sent collectors into a frenzy. These errors aren't just tiny imperfections. They are the key to unlocking a massive payday, turning an otherwise ordinary coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. If you're still skeptical, let's talk real-world numbers. Some collectors have reported seeing rare 1996 50-cent coins with significant minting anomalies sell for jaw-dropping amounts. In private auctions and specialized coin sales, whispers of bids exceeding hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars have surfaced. Can you imagine holding a piece of metal in your hand that's worth more than a mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or a lifetime of financial security? That's the kind of mind-blowing reality we're dealing with when it comes to these ultra-rare coins. This isn't just a collector's fantasy, it's happening in the real world, and the next big discovery could be sitting in your very own coin jar. The best part? These valuable coins are still out there, quietly circulating in everyday transactions, hiding in forgotten coin collections, or tucked away in dusty drawers. Every day, people unknowingly pass them from hand to hand, completely unaware of the fortune they possess. Imagine going through your spare change and suddenly realizing that a simple, unassuming 50-cent coin is actually a life-changing windfall. It's like winning the lottery. Except this jackpot doesn't require buying a ticket. It's already in your hands, just waiting to be recognized. So how do you know if you have one of these rare gems? First, take a close look at the date. 1996 is the magic number. Then carefully inspect the details under a magnifying glass. Look for misalignments, die cracks, off-center strikes, or any unusual features that stand out. If you suspect you have a rare variant, don't hesitate. Get it appraised by a professional numismatist immediately. Coin dealers, auction houses, and even online marketplaces could help you determine whether you're sitting on $1 million payday. Don't be the person who accidentally spends a fortune on a cup of coffee. And here's something else to think about. This is just one of many hidden treasures in the world of rare coins. If a simple 50-cent piece can hold this kind of unimaginable value, imagine what other overlooked coins might be lurking in your collection. The world of numismatics is filled with incredible discoveries, from rare misprints to historic currency, that tells the story of nations. If you're not already checking your change every single day, now is the time to start. Who knows? Your next grocery store purchase might just hand you a coin worth more than you ever dreamed possible. So, my fellow treasure hunters, the hunt is officially on. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Start digging through your loose change, scouring your collections, and keeping a sharp eye out for that elusive 1996 Elizabeth II Australian 50-cent piece. If you're lucky enough to find one, your life could change in an instant. And if you enjoyed this journey into the world of rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you never know when the next big treasure might be right under your nose. And now we explore the rare and valuable 1999 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the country's iconic coat of arms. This isn't just another piece of loose change. This is a collector's holy grail, a numismatic wonder, worth an absolute fortune. In fact, some of these coins have fetched mind-blowing amounts at auctions, turning everyday people into overnight millionaires. So, if you haven't checked your pocket change lately, now is the time, because you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. What makes this 50-cent coin so unbelievably rare and valuable? It all starts with its striking design, featuring the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II on one side, and the magnificent Australian coat of arms on the other. The shield, carried by two of the nation's most iconic creatures, a red kangaroo and an emu, symbolizes strength and progress. But what truly sets this coin apart is not just its artistic detail, but the elusive variations and minting errors that make certain pieces worth their weight in gold, literally. While millions of 50-cent coins were minted that year, only a handful possess the unique characteristics that send their value skyrocketing to unimaginable heights. One of the biggest reasons this coin is so highly sought after is the existence of minting errors that occurred during production. Some of these rare mistakes include double strikes, off-center prints, and even coins with missing or misaligned details. But the real jackpot is the ultra-rare variety with an unexpected obverse error, a mismatched Queen Elizabeth II portrait from a different year. These variations are so rare that when they surface, they create a frenzy among collectors, driving their value into the hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions of dollars. Imagine finding a single misprinted coin in your drawer that's worth more than a luxury sports car or a mansion. It sounds like a dream, but for some lucky individuals, it has been a reality. Just how much are these coins actually selling for? Hold on to your seats, because the numbers will leave you speechless. Some rare versions of the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin have been sold at auctions for staggering amounts, with collectors and investors willing to pay 6 or even 7 figures for the right piece. In recent years, a few of these incredible finds have shattered records, with one particular specimen selling for over $1 million. And the best part? Many of these coins are still out there, sitting unnoticed in old coin jars, forgotten in drawers, or circulating in everyday transactions. The thought alone is enough to send chills down your spine. What if you have one right now? But wait, before you rush to check your change, Let's talk about how to identify these priceless treasures. The first step is to examine the Queen's portrait. Does it look slightly different from other 50-cent coins? Next, scrutinize the fine details of the coat of arms. Are there any noticeable imperfections, misplaced elements, or signs of double striking? Finally, look for the designer's mark SD below the shield. Sometimes slight variations in this tiny detail can mean the difference between an ordinary coin and a life-changing discovery. If you think you found something unusual, don't hesitate. Get it appraised immediately. There are collectors, auction houses, and numismatic experts who would be eager to evaluate and potentially purchase your rare find for a fortune. So, what makes these rare coins so incredibly valuable? Aside from their historical significance and scarcity, they represent a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for collectors and investors alike. As demand for rare coins continues to soar, their worth keeps climbing, all because they took a closer look at their spare change. It's not just about money, it's about holding a piece of history, a tangible relic that connects the past to the present, with a value that only increases over time. Now, if you're feeling the thrill, don't just sit there. Start checking your coins immediately. Search your pockets, wallets, piggy banks, and anywhere else you might have loose change lying around. Who knows? You could be just one lucky. Find a way from becoming a millionaire. And even if you don't discover a fortune today, the hunt itself is exhilarating. Every coin you examine brings you one step closer to uncovering a hidden gem that could change your life forever. This is the excitement of coin collecting, the anticipation, the possibility, and the sheer joy of the hunt. Before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins that could make you rich. Drop a comment below if you've ever found an unusual coin in your collection. We'd love to hear your stories. And remember, treasure is hiding in the most unexpected places. Keep looking, keep hunting, and one day you might just strike gold. Stay tuned and happy coin hunting.